Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. This is Guitar Therapy episode 9 and you can see my camera, my phone in the reflection of the guitar. The guitar is not plugged in this time because I actually forgot to plug it in. But and that's okay, bro. So, how are you all doing? How are you? I hope you're doing well because I am doing well. There's been 2 weeks since I uploaded the last video and some crazy stuff has happened since. I've been busy. And yeah, I hope you're doing well. Grab a guitar, grab a bass, grab a drum set even, and let's hang out for a bit with guitar therapy. Talk about what's on my mind while jamming, and you can chill. You can just relax, listen to a guy yap while playing his guitar. Anyway, so I hope you're all doing well, like I said, and yeah. So guys, some crazy stuff has happened recently. So I got a job, which is crazy work. I got a job. It's work from home, and it's cool because I can basically just do my job, and I can pick whenever I work, and I can make my own schedule, and that's pretty cool. And I can make some money this way, which is great. With the university coming up, I can make it like a study and work, and it's flexible. But yeah, that's great. That's a cool thing that happened. And now the other thing that happened was last week. I was even though like yeah, last week I was going to a show, to a Metallica tribute show. I was waiting for a friend who was late, and I was at the bus stop with hazards on, which is illegal, but we always do it this way. If we're waiting for somebody to jump in the car real quick, or somebody to get out of the car when we are, out and about with the car. But what happened this time is I was right on time. My friend was late, and I was on hazards, and like I said, this is illegal. And I look in my mirror, and a car pulled up slowly next to me, and it said police, and I was like, oh yeah, okay. They pulled up in front of me, then they flashed on their lights, everything was blue, and a police officer stepped out the car, said, "Sir, can you give me a license and registration, please? You're not supposed to park here. This is illegal." And I was like, "Yes, I know. I'm waiting for someone." And yeah, they run my registration through my license, and I got a ticket. So I paid. It was like, I think, what was it? Like 30 leva, which is around like 14 and a half, 15 euro, something like that, I think. And that's crazy. And yeah, that's actually my very first ticket, and it's should I say parking violation? Not something like that. It's Yeah, I know it's illegal, but most of the time, I mean, it's one of the best ways to like pick up someone without if they don't have like a parking next to their house, or yeah, something like that. Yeah, or or parking next to their apartment complex, because it's really hard to find parking around here. But anyways, yeah, that was fun. And then after the show, we went to the Metallica tribute show. There's a pretty big Metallica tribute in the city, and we went to the show, to the club. Everything was great. That was like, we went there like 10 p.m. I got stopped at 9:45, so we must have been at the club at like 10:30. So at 10:30 we were at the club. We were at the show. The show was great. It ended at like 1 a.m. And then the other fun part comes. I got in my car. I went home. I started driving home, and on the way home, my car started losing power, which is great. I pressed the throttle and just pulls me back like this. And first, when a car pulls you like this, it's usually an automatic, and you have a problem in the gearbox. When automatics with problems in the gearbox do like just throw you, so like push you like that. Whoop, whoop. But not this time, bro. My car is a manual. It's a I was just driving, pressing the throttle, and like from 100 kilometers an hour, which is like I think 60 miles an hour or 55 miles an hour. I press the throttle, the speed falls down, kept falling down. 180, 60 kilometers an hour. And I'm like, oh shit, that's not good. And on the road home, like my neighborhood, there is like a what's the word, like a small little hill, and my car usually really struggles at that hill. And but this time it struggled a lot, and it just lost power, and I tried to pull over, but I just didn't have enough power in order to pull over to the side of the road, and I was in the, there are two lanes. I was in the right side of my lane, so almost at the, there's a I don't know how you call it in English, but yeah, the side of the road, like a service lane, I guess. I guess because it's not actually a service lane, because it's a two-lane road with a like gravel on the side. Anyways, uh, but yeah, I pulled over, got my hazards on, tried to uh, just damn, I forgot the word, bro. I tried to start up the car, and it didn't start. It just kept like starting. It didn't start, but so the starter was turning for sure. I think, and it smelled like fuel. So I guess the fuel pump was working. The starter was working because it started turning, but it just didn't go through. And I had gas, petrol, whatever you want to call it. The gas pump was working because it started to smell like petrol, because the fuel went to the engine but it didn't burn in order, to start the car. And when it doesn't burn, it smells because it goes there and it doesn't go anywhere. So it's like stopped. It doesn't follow through with the explosion and with the ignition. And that was fun. Yeah, it was like 1:30 a.m. and I was stuck on a road where no car passed at this time. So one car passed, a car that was behind me initially when I pulled over. He came back like 10 minutes after and was like, do you need fuel? And I was like, no, my car has fuel, it just doesn't start. He was like, well, I can't help you. I don't have a towing hook or a rope. I cannot tow you. And I was like, okay, bro, no worries. I found something. I'll find something. Then I called up my mom. She came over, but she didn't have a rope and a towing hook and everything. So yeah, we waited and waited. I called my dad, but he doesn't live around here. He lives pretty far away, so it wasn't really an option. He has all the equipment, but it's going to take like hours for him to come. So yeah, and we were waiting for like 30 minutes. A car passed by, and we just waved like this, did this. He hitchhiking, thumbs up. The car stopped, and a couple of guys got out of the car. We popped the hood up. So yeah, a couple of guys came out of the car. Like five people were in the car, I think. 5 guys. 5 guys. Oh, that's crazy work. And yeah, there were indeed 5 guys. And we popped up the hood, the bonnet or the hood, whatever you want to call it. British, American English. That's the most fucking stupid like thing in the world. British and American English. It's stupid, bro. Anyways, I'll rant about this later. other time. But yeah, we popped the bonnet, the hood, and what happened? So my guys tried something, the car still didn't start, and we decided to push it because when you push a manual car, push a manual car, then put it in seconds, and you will be able to start it. In my case, it started really hard, but it was really difficult to start. We were like three guys pushing the car, one guy was in the car, and the other one just stayed behind us. And we managed to start the car and drive it home. We parked it in front of my house, and it didn't start after that at all. Woo! Anyways, so yeah, a couple of days passed. We called different shops, service shops, mm, with no luck, and like this guy says I cannot work on these cars. The other guy says I don't have space. The other guy says you have to wait a month, and yeah, all kinds of crazy bullshit. I mean, it's a lot of like service shops in Bulgaria have this bullshit. Like, I don't work on these cars. I don't like these cars. Like, they all some crazy bullshit, man. They fucking bums. Anyways, so yeah, a friend of ours where I live has a service shop, and he's a Volvo specialist, and he came by, checked out the car with a oh, I forgot the OBD reader. I mean, there was a crankshaft sensor fault. He cleared the fault, but the car still didn't start. Then he determined that there is no compression in three of the cylinders. Oh, three of the cylinders, but only one cylinder actually worked when we were turning the key. And he's actually one of the people that said I don't work on these cars. And yeah, I mean, he's a Volvo specialist. He doesn't really work on other cars, but it's yeah. Anyways, it's still a car, but yeah. Actually, my car is a Hyundai, an i20. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the car, but I have it. Like, I wanted another car. In fact, I really wanted a Volvo. I want an S60, 2 point the T5 engine, which is I think 2.5 a 2.5 liter turbo petrol. It's a really nice car, one of my dream cars. Um, but my folks were like, "No, this car is too big. You'll not be able to drive a big car." And I'm like, "Okay." I mean, it wasn't my money, so I didn't really have any say. And now, and when they say you chose the car, I get kind of, I don't know, mad, tilted, because my car, I really didn't choose it. But it was just a great deal, and I liked the car initially. But anyways, yeah, it's I have the car. It's been a year over. No, yeah, it's been exactly a year since we bought the Hyundai. But yeah, so what happened next? Then our mechanic friend who works on Volvo said he can't work on the car, and then we waited, and we called up a service shop where my mom went for her car, and they said they can take it. They can take the car. So we called up a what is it called in English, bro? It's road assistance. They came come with the truck, and they picked up the car. A couple of days later, they came with the truck. They picked up the car. I got in the truck as well, and I drove to the shop, and we left the car there. And now I'm waiting on a call to tell me how much money I have to spend on this car, which I don't really love the car, bro. If it was a car I loved, I get it, spending money to fix it, but I don't really like the car. I mean, it's alright. I don't have feelings for this car. There are some cars which I really like, and if I had a car I really liked, I probably would have like been, oh, I love this car, I would pay to fix it, but I don't really. To be honest with you, I want to sell this car. I don't want it anymore. I've drove it like a couple of thousand kilometers, like 4, 5, 6 thousand, which is more than enough right now because I want something more interesting. And yeah. So yeah, that's about it. We'll see. Hopefully I don't have to spend a ton of money to fix it. And by the way, this other technician, mechanic said he also thinks there is no compression in the cylinders. So my I think the problem is going to be a head gasket, or maybe there's actually compression in the cylinders, but maybe a faulty sensor. Even though we cleaned out the sensor faults, but I don't have idea. The other maybe is spark plugs or ignition coils. Really no idea. Um, I don't think it's a fuel pump problem because fuel comes through the car. We just there is no spark. It doesn't ignite. So it's maybe a problem with the ignition. But if actually there is no compression in the cylinders, that's maybe a head gasket problem. But it's not a blown head gasket because uh, at least I don't know if it that always happens with blown head gaskets, but when you the oil cap, the oil filler cap, it's not like white, milky, because that's a sign of a blown head gasket. But this time, no, it didn't have any color on it, so I don't think it's a blown head gasket. That I really don't have an idea. Maybe it's a timing chain, because this car has a timing chain, and it's not with a belt. And a lot of people, and maybe the previous owner, didn't really maintain the car that well, because when you have a timing chain with regular oil maintenance, like, you may not ever have problems with the timing chain. But really, like, the timing chains, I think they should be changed at around 150 to 200,000 kilometers. My car is at like 156,000, which, or no, 159,000. My bad, my 159,000. So I bought it at 153. So if the timing chain has not been changed, maybe its lifespan has already passed, and it's time for a new timing chain. Which is, I mean, the timing chains are not really cheap, but they're like alright for this car. I looked, there's a whole timing kit. There's a whole timing kit, which you have to buy, and of course you have to pay for labor, and yeah, I don't think it's going to be cheap if it's a timing chain, or if it's a head gasket issue. I don't know. It's still probably going to be expensive, but if it's ignition coils or fuel pump, it's going to be cheap. But I don't know. Oh, sorry about that. So, well, where was I? Yeah. If it's a timing chain, it's going to be expensive. If it's a head gasket issue, it's going to be expensive. If it's ignition coils or a spark plugs or a fuel pump, it's like probably not going to be that expensive, but still going to cost a bit. But yeah, if it's something else, I have no idea. But yeah, even all the sensors, the crankshaft sensors, they're actually pretty expensive. Last time I checked, maybe I looked at the wrong place, but they weren't really cheap. So if it's a sensor issue, I still have to pay a sum, you know. But yeah, so the thing about this car is the fuel it doesn't really have a fuel pump. No, not a fuel pump, a fuel filter. So it's not a fuel filter. It has a fuel strainer. It's not a filter. It's like a system that looks something like this. I don't know, like this. It has a like this. It has a thing that goes through it. It looks something like this. It's made out of plastic. It's like $5. It's cheap. $10. It's cheap, but I don't think the issue is going to be from there. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, check out the. I played this lick. I don't know if you can hear anything because the guitar is not plugged in, but yeah, I still I, I cannot reach the amplifier. It's too far away, so I'm not plugging the guitar. Oh yeah, let's play some licks. Yeah. Actually, a way to amplify the guitar sound is going to be the following thing. So let me pull my chair a little closer. So, oh, my desk is here, and I'll put the guitar body here so we can resonate of the desk, so it can be louder. You cannot hear or see shit. Nah, bro. This ain't gonna work, but actually, if I do it with a headstock, maybe it will work. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up. Yo. Yeah. Guitar Therapy episode 9. So yeah, it's been crazy 2 weeks, and yeah. But anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was kind of weird. I almost didn't play guitar. I hope you actually heard what I played, because the guitar wasn't plugged in and still isn't. But yeah, actually, it was pretty fun for me. I don't know, man. Now the pick is gone. I don't know if it was fun for me to relive the experience, but it was definitely a memorable week. So what happened again? Let's talk through. So I got a job, got a traffic violation, got pulled over by the cops, traffic violation. Went to a Metallica tribute show. My car broke down. My car got to in a service shop, and I'm waiting for a call to see how much I gotta pay. And I probably lost a guitar pick. And yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, because it was fun. And I don't know. Hope you had fun practicing, playing, listening to me yap, listening to me play. Hopefully you heard it. And you can subscribe to my channel. You can like this video. You can share it even. If you liked it that much, you want to share it with someone. And I don't know what else to say other than thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.